One thing that really does actually irk me, and it's not cheating, it's not an unfair mechanic, it's the fact that a survivor gets... I swear to God, I'm going back to my fucking old thing of they're OP, but you know what? Fuck it. Same rant, 10 videos later. I was chasing this Nicolas Cage character, whatever the fuck it is, and he had, within a very small area, 5 pallets. Granted, this was in the game, so it was enclosed together, but but the point is, he had the luxury of 5 fucking pallets. He was on death hook. And honestly, he was being so fucking toxic, and he knew he was being toxic because he wanted to taunt me. He knew he was safe. He knew he could fucking drag my ass around until the last gym was completed. Because he had one of the most fucking toxic parts in the game, third most toxic, adrenaline. The, all that effort you put into chasing me down, guess what? Hit me again twice, bitch. It's like Alucard from the fucking Hellsing Abridged series. Oh, you're spitting me apart! Now do it 2 million more times! Adrenaline is one of those perks that only a toxic piece of shit is going to run, because they know damn well if they drag your ass around in a place they know is safe for 5 minutes, injured, and they make sure that they know they're safe. They know that when that last gym pops, they're gonna be able to go ha 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 all the way to the exit gate. All the way to the fucking exit gate. I don't know what the fuck this behavior needs to do. All I know is the game would be better off if adrenaline did not exist. It's the #1 fuck you, middle finger in your face killer for all your effort I have ever seen in this game. Of all the perks in the game, it is the one that bitch slaps the killer for putting in the time and effort to chase the survivor down at in-game. I honestly don't know why or what the developers were thinking of that perk. They're saying, oh, well, it only takes effect in the end game, so that's its justification. It's not used all game. You underestimate the toxicity of the community behavior. You've always underestimated them. When you make a new perk, you don't think, how can this be used to piss off the killer? You think, oh, this is great for utility. You don't think, how can this be used to piss off the killer? Because that's what these players think. They look at a perk and they go, how can I use this to piss off the killer? How can I use this to spite him so hard that they want to break their controller? Or their keyboard, whatever. And that's the thing. They don't fucking care. They don't think of that. Because they don't think that survivors are going to automatically look at their perk and think of the most toxic way to use it. They think, well, it's used in this fashion. It should be used in this fashion. If they looked at half of the perks they have made and went, how can this be used to piss off the killer? I guarantee you, 90% of the perks would have came out 180% differently. Because they didn't realize the killer's not having fun when they go up against these perks. They're not happy that all that time and effort they spent chasing the survivor down got wasted. Now you might be thinking, well, leave them alone! Go after the ones on the gen! Yeah, that sounds like a great plan. Except when it's the last gen of the game, with 3 survivors alive, you're kind of fucked either way, so you might as well dedicate yourself to that final chase. Unless you got something like Blood Warden, which even that is iffy if you can get that to go. There's no point in trying to pressure the last gen. Especially if it's 80% or more. If you've got 2 or more gens, 80% or more, don't even bother. Just don't even bother. Unless you've got a perk that you know that you can use to slow them down, don't even bother. And even then, don't even bother. Because that slowdown perk, which is probably going to be something like overcharge or God, what the fuck is this perk called? The Anyos perk. Call up Ryan. Either one of those perks, survivors aren't going to let that tick. They're at least going to tap it. And while you're going to re-hitting that gen, all 3 of them are on the other gen, progressing it way past any simple kick's gonna do. And when you only kick that gen, they're on that. All 3 of them are on the other gen, working on that one. So you have only one option: either wait for the inevitable, try to delay the inevitable, or dedicate yourself to that final chase. And when that survivor has adrenaline, that means that final chase was utterly pointless. Because then because not only do they get their health state back, they can sprint burst their way for a full 5 fucking seconds all the way to the exit gate. Laughing the whole way. I found it odd that he was doing his damnedest to make sure I kept on chasing him by taunting me with teabagging. Teabagging didn't affect me. I knew the last shit was gonna pop anyways, so I dedicated myself to him. I didn't know he had adrenaline. If I had known that, I would have said, fuck you, I'm going after the people on the gens, trying down one of them. I am just so tired of it all. Then there's the most common suggestion: play another game then. Name one other game that isn't either dead, dying, or worse off than Dead by Daylight in terms of player base. You know, actually finding a game. And no, Texas Chainsaw Massacre doesn't count. Because that game's already dead in the water. So if I want the asymmetrical gameplay, I've only got one option. As I said in a previous video, fucking roll back the broken goddamn tape. I've only got one option. Yeah. So, yeah, that's what it boils down to. I used to enjoy playing Lester, but then people figured out how to exploit his power, as it made him dart 50 billion yards in the wrong direction. Like most fighters have figured out how to counter powers. They figured out how to counter his. Lester has gone from a powerful killer to damn near a joke. He's still up there in the tier list, but against a seasoned survivor, unless you catch them in a narrow hallway, like fucking most powers that of this fucking nature, you're not gonna get them with it. You're not gonna touch them with it, because they know exactly when to dodge out of the way. It's all about sound cues. Moment you hear Lester cry out, dart to the left or right. There's also animation cues as well. When you see him wind up, dart to the left or right, because at that point Lester's locked in his directional position where he's dashing to. So if you pay attention to when he's about to power up and you move to the left or right just before he dashes, woo! Meanwhile, the survivor's going, "Bye, dumbass!" Anyways, let's do a match, I guess. In case you're wondering why I haven't spent any blood points into any new add-ons, I'm saving up for Chuck Use coming out tomorrow. And I've seen the hype all before. I've seen it before. The same was said about Lester, about how powerful he is. Look at him now. Easily countered like all the rest. At the very least, his power can't be disabled. Honestly, I feel like his power shouldn't slow him down. But it does. Whenever you charge his power, his movement speed drops. And survivors know that as long as his tentacles out, his movement speed is so slow they can just run around him. Fuck it, I'll try the trank. Wow. Are they trying to Kobe? Are they trying to get a Kobe build going or something? I wonder if one of them's running slippery meat. Unlikely, but possible. Oh, goody. What the? What the shit? Why should I activate the power?
I expected more from you.
Wait, what? Oh, come on. How? Hi, bitch!
Poor performance indeed. I'll see you dead. Just getting started.
Oh well. Didn't want to tunnel her anyways. You hiding here? No, okay. Oh, I just missed her.
You will not live to see the dawn.
And we got basement hook. Nice.
I tired of wasting.
Oh, he was dead, so that was kind of a waste. Got you on hook, bitch. Yeah, that was smart. Because you know if I pin you against the wall of the gate, you ain't getting out. Maybe if I dashed a little earlier I could have got them, but... Still. If there's one positive thing I've got to say the Behavior has done, though, it's their MMR system. A lot of people hated it at first because they thought, oh, great. See, the majority, as I said, the majority of the community is toxic. They want to piss off the killer and vice versa, the survivors. This MMR thing goes, well, if you guys are so good at the game, you know, aka, you know, exploit your pixel, your hitbox, you're gonna go up against people who are as good as you are. If you get consistent back-to-back wins, your MMR is gonna go up, and you're gonna go against more skilled people. Whether that, quote, skill, unquote, is I take myself to an enclosed map and drag you around for like 2 minutes in a completely safe environment, knowing that I have a get out of jail free card, aka adrenaline, is to be debated. But still, there was also something very suspicious in that last match. Not the one that you guys just saw, the one before. The obsession after one hit, not more than one, threw herself in front of me. As if they knew I was running Save the Best for Last. And I'm thinking here, why would the session throw herself in front of me? Protection hit? Unlikely. They had no reason to protect him. He was first hook. He was going to be a first hook on the match. So she had no reason to throw herself in front of me to remove that to protect him. The only explanation is that they somehow knew I was running Save the Best for Last and wanted to kill my stats before I could start to build them. Yeah, and that is one thing that made me very suspicious last match. I wonder if there wasn't more than one a cheater in that last match. The one before this, that is. Someone who knew my perk loadout because they were using Hack Engine to read it. Oh no. Oh well. Anyways, if you're still here, thanks for watching.